on YouTube. Right now I got my first ever rebuild clip that I've done. I've been doing these for years, I just never made a video of them. Here we're starting with the Dolphins just because they're the lowest rated with the updated roster. I got Tua right there. I took out Andrew Luck, had to. But yeah, we got Mike Breida, we got Tua. Clowney was still a free agent, so we picked him up for the team. Percy Harvin was also a free agent since he unretired, so we picked him up. Besides that, nothing real major changes to the roster. Towards the end here, you'll kind of see where what we have on our depth chart. We still got Rosen and Fitzpatrick. Mike Breida, our tight end. I mean, our line is trash, so hopefully it holds up. Alright, let's go over and see how we did. Tua played okay. Our running game was trash, but I believe they were hurt for like 7 weeks, I think. Percy Harvin played good coming out of retirement. McMillan, leading tackle, but our offense was kind of trash. Clowney gave us no sacks, so that signing really didn't work. Hey, look at Tom Brady. And that could have happened, but I think their yards are going to be a little bit more than that. Even Phillip Rivers did good. And Herbert as a rookie's up there. I don't know if that's going to happen. Cam getting signed to the Patriots. And then Jameis Winston on the Broncos. We'll see if that happens. I don't think so. Ezekiel Elliott killing it. None of the rookie running backs really did anything. Same with the receivers. Yeah, here I'm just seeing if the rookies did anything. Yeah, I feel like their yards are very low. Defensively, I think he was McMillan was like top 2, top 3 sacks. We didn't really have anybody up there. Our defense was kind of trash. Alright, so we got Packers, Ravens in the Super Bowl. Let's see, we got MVP to Russell. And Kitchens was Coach of the Year, which I don't believe has a job anymore. Alright, so it looks like Packers won the Super Bowl up there. Here I go kind of through free agents. I kind of decline everyone, but keep Clowney just to see. Butler was cheap, so we kept him. Just kept the punter. He was young, cheap. Now we go on to our free agent signings. Pick up Philip Walker. He was a stud in the XFL. RIP. Picked up Michael Pittman. Why not? I mean, he's young. Tight end was stacked. Wasn't really any offensive linemen to get. Grabbed Aldon Smith. Kind of ended up overpaying for him though. But yeah, I didn't really add anybody new. There wasn't really anyone like crazy to sign on free agency this year. Pretty much picked up everybody we wanted to sign. Did some trades. I tried to trade these quarterbacks. I was trying to pick up like a first rounder because, you know, sometimes you get lucky, but I wasn't able to, so I was probably going to end up cutting him. And I was just trying to find people like him. Albert Wilson is kind of like eating up cap space, and he's not that good. And there we got a first round pick for him. I was trying to find other people that kind of hit the cap that weren't that good, but we really didn't have anybody, so we just kind of went into the draft with what we had. Picked up a receiver here. I know most franchise videos, they kind of like skip this whole process, but this is honestly, the off seasons are like the most important part. And then that way you guys could kind of see the talent. I didn't import any draft classes since we already got the new roster. So just kind of going off of what Madden gives us. Just trying to fill up roles that we can fill. And with the leftover picks, just try to pick up picks for the next year's draft. And here's just kind of like an overview of what we got. A lot of the rookies will start out like 72, 73, but by the end of the year, if they're playing, they're gonna end up like at an 80. So here you can kind of see, I put Staley at the number 2 just so he could upgrade faster. Our line is still pretty trash, but our defense is pretty stacked. And from here, just kind of fill out free agents that are kind of left over. So got JJ Taylor there. Wasn't really any receivers that we needed, plus that rookie that we drafted, we needed him to get up. Yeah, and there's no one really crazy to sign and fill up our roster spots. So we just kind of went into it with what we had. And from here, I'll just let it kind of play out because there wasn't really anything off-season wise that we did crazy here. Let's enjoy the rest. Alright, so here we are at the year 2 of the rebuild. Tua is still our, quarterback. There wasn't really any major changes that we made, so I'm just gonna kind of simulate this year. Here you can see me upgrading everybody. We're gonna simulate it pretty much to the end of the year. We didn't make any major moves, just picked up those rookies that you've seen earlier. Here's at the end of the year. Went like 9-7. Didn't do that great, but didn't do too bad. We improved. Tua played better, more yards. Our running game was a little bit better than last year. Still not that great. Allen Hurns, our lead receiver, I don't know. He was like our fourth receiver. I don't know how he did that. Tackles, McMillan was way down, but I think he was injured. Our sacks went up for Clowney, but nothing crazy. Here's kind of like who was leading. Oh, Blake Martinez on the Giants. Okay. Cam Newton leading. Okay. And you got Herbert there. He's killing in LA. I don't know how good their record is though. Ezekiel Elliott's always at the top. None of the rookies really playing that good. Dang, Julian Edelman's still getting it in those late years. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, and then we'll keep simulating this. Alright, so it looks like the Patriots won the Super Bowl with Cam Newton. Tua, we're bringing him back. Had to, he's been playing good. Plus, I mean, he's the main focus of the rebuild. Kind of let some of our linemen go. We brought back one of the right guards here. I mean, he's cheap. Everybody else, I think we pretty much let go. Had to keep. I think I do. Yeah, we ended up letting him go. I think we let go of both of these guys. Yeah, and then McMillan, we just had to. We had to let him go. We weren't gonna be able to afford him. So, I mean, not to keep him. Plus, his overall wasn't that great. And I kind of wanted to see what was in free agency. Patrick Mahomes somehow ended up in free agency. So, we went after him. Unfortunately, you'll see on the clip here, we didn't get him, which probably costed us from getting other top free agents. But as you'll see here pretty soon, we were able to score on Kenny Clark. Luckily he was still there, and then we were able, I believe this year, we were able to get Delvin Cook to kind of help out. And then, yeah, we got Brown there, way cheaper than McMillan, only 3 overall below. And then we're just kind of filling things up here with the free agency. Trying to get, like, you know, budget deals for people that are going to fill it in. And yeah, we ended up having enough to get Delvin Cook there. So, you know, we lost on Mahomes, but coming up on Clark and Delvin Cook was solid. And from here, just trying to create some more cap space. We didn't need Howard, plus he always got hurt. We ended up giving him back to the Bears. Got rid of Grant. We didn't really need him. Kind of gave him away for a 7th round pick, but we just need to clear some cap for the new rookies coming in. Luckily, they still took Davis, even though he had a low overall, which saves us a lot in cap space. And from here, we just kind of went into the draft. So I'll let you guys watch and enjoy. Alright, so as much as I like the roster, we did terrible. We went 7-9. I felt like we should have made the playoffs with what we had. Delvin Cook played good. Receivers were okay. Tua didn't throw as much. He was injured like a couple games, but I just felt like as much as I wanted Brian Flores to be there, I think we're going to let him go and go with a new coach. And you can see Baker killed it. Getting rid of McMillan was a good move. Sack-wise, still low. That's why, we're going to have to go with another coach. This Eli Wilkins killed it. Cam's still killing it. Rosen, who we let go. As you can see, they're killing it with the Chiefs. Maybe we should have rolled with him instead of Tua, but I think it's a coaching change that we need to do. So I'm just gonna kind of simulate it a little bit more here. Try to see what we could get. We tried to get was it Anthony Lynn, but somehow, I don't know, Madden, when you're trying to sign coaches, it kind of like messes up. It kind of like tells you have a coach, but not really. So I just withdrew the offer and went with like a generic coach, because I didn't want to get stuck with a coach that Madden gives me, you know. So yeah. Then we have the Browns and the Giants in the Super Bowl. The Browns finally got one, so here we go. We're going to kind of re-sign the people we need. Kind of let a lot of people go because our cap wasn't that great. But, nah, here we go in the off-season. Still don't have a coach, so I don't even know who fits the scheme right now. We let go of Van Noy. He was just too much money. We tried to do Byron Jones. He didn't want to stay with us. So we kept Trevin Diggs. Kept the punter. He's cheap, young. Free agency wise, we didn't sign anybody crazy. Again, here's where we couldn't get Anthony Lynn. I don't know, Madden does this weird stuff. Anyway, got a generic coach, spread offense, 3-4 defense. We had no tight ends, so try to keep bring Gretzky back. Ended up getting Glasgow, cheap deal. You just kind of try to fill out the roster, but not really sign anybody crazy. You see there, just kind of filling, just kind of looking at who's cheap. We didn't have a lot of cap to go with. Just kind of filling the roster. We ended up bringing back Shaq Lawson. We tried to go for Fuller, but if I remember right, he did not sign with us. And we ended up keeping Emmanuel Mosley. I'm a Niner fan, so anytime I see a Niner out there, I try to go for him. Harrison Smith is probably our biggest sign that we got. And just some of them just rejected our offer. Oh yeah, we got Levante David. That was a good pickup for the cheap. And then the tight end, he didn't want to come with us. So I just kind of like picked up who was there. We finally got a coach. Again, it was a spread offense. So then we kind of knew who we could go for. Just kind of filling it up. I was hoping to pick up a tight end in the draft. And then again, like we do every year, just kind of seeing who could reduce cap. There we go with Devontae Parker. He was already on the decline, so we'll try to get rid of him. Give us more cap space. Try to get a draft pick before the draft. I think we ended up getting a first round for him. Lowry again was kind of against our cap. McCain was against our cap, and since we picked up Smith, we didn't need him anymore. And again, just kind of filling out the roster of what we needed. Got that tight end. I thought he was going to be good, but he ended up kind of being a bust for us. That linebacker, though, that we picked up ended up becoming a superstar. But yeah, I'll kind of let you guys watch the rest of the draft here. So our roster's pretty much set. The only person I picked up was BJ Hill. But yeah, everybody's the same. The other thing I did was I changed Clowney to left linebacker just because we were running a 3-4. It just made sense to put him there. And he wasn't really getting sacks at the end position. So, and his like zone and man coverage were just as good as any of the other linebackers. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of just simulate this whole season. Our middle linebacker Tomlinson that we picked up, by the end of this year he just upgrades nice. Here you can see I had to change. We started off terrible, I think 0-3 or 0-4. He's running the San Francisco playbook, and I just had to change it to the Arizona playbook, which is the only like spread playbook that I saw. Just because he was a spread coach, so I had to go from there. And as you can see, we won that first game. Yeah, once we switched that playbook over, I mean, we just started winning games. We did lose right there to the Patriots, but we were winning games. Our guys were upgrading nicely. Coming down to towards the end of the year here, and we're getting pretty close. I'm thinking we're gonna make the playoffs. We're like neck and neck with the Patriots. And as you can see through all the videos, like I played none of the games. It's all simulation. So first round wild card, we had the Raiders. Pretty much just let this one sim out. Didn't have to step in at all. There it is, on to the next round.
Back then, when I got home from work, you were always there waiting for me. And that was all I needed, just you. But on that day, when I came back,
Next round we have the Colts.
that pocket watch. That and a small piece of paper that had just one word written across it.
Again on this one, just pretty much simmed it out. Didn't have to step in at all. And they cleared them. So on to the AFC Championship game. AFC Championship, we got the Browns. I don't know how they're so good. They still have Freddie Kitchens as their coach. But this one actually gave me trouble. I had to step in towards the end. Really fed the ball to that receiver that turned into a star. Staley also was feeding our rookie receiver, Rab. He was just super quick. Tua was just like accurate with the ball the whole time, and then was able to seal it up with the defense. And finally, we got the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Let's see if I gotta hop in this one at all. They almost got us right there at the end, but then we ended up winning. So there it is. Dolphins are your champs. Took a few years, but we got them. Whole new coach. Spread offense, but Tua was able to lead them. There it is. Rebuild done.